Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. So in my hands here I have my new guitar. So this is a 1989 made in Japan in the FujiGen factory Fender Esquire, and I've had this guitar about 2 months at this point. I picked it up just before I released my solo album, so I've been planning on doing this video for a while, but I've mainly been doing like album promo and music videos since then. But I thought I'd just throw up a quick video, basically take us through some playing clips and some tones, and then I'll talk a little bit about the specs and what made me pick up this guitar. So now that we've heard some tones, I'll walk us through the specs. So as I mentioned at the top of the video, this is a made in Japan in the FujiGen factory in 1989. So it's kind of vintage. It's not, strictly speaking, old enough, I guess, to be a proper vintage guitar, but it is older than me, so in my hands it feels quite vintage. And basically it's all stock, and the only thing I've actually changed is the scratch plate. It came with a white one, and I'll throw up a picture so you can let me know in the comment section which you think it looks better, but I just preferred the 5-hole single ply bakelite. It's a bit more true to heritage, I guess, with it being a 52 reissue. In terms of so we've just got the kind of standard specs that you would expect to see on a Esquire. So I've got single bridge pickup and then the 3 brass saddles. I was actually expecting I might want to change both of these, first off to the compensated saddles and then experiment with the pickup. As it happens, I've had no intonation issues, and this is one of, if not the best bridge pickup tones I've had from a Telecaster, so I'm not too worried about kind of leaving them in at the minute. The electronics feel really rock solid. The switch feels very robust, as do the dials. It actually reminds me a lot of the Schecter Custom Shop PT, so that's nice to see on here. I don't feel like I need to upgrade anything really. Speaking of the electronics, as you may be wondering why we have a pickup selector on a single pickup guitar. Basically, bridge is the pickup to the volume to the output jack, so we're bypassing the tone. Middle engages that tone pot, and then if we go to the neck, or what would be the neck, is, as I understand it, Fender's way of in the 50s making a guitar emulator bass, so it rolls off a loaded top end. It's not a setting I've used a whole lot, to be honest. I don't think I will. I think if you're buying an Esquire, you're generally buying it for that back position. It does sound quite cool with fuzz there. If I just stick the fuzz pedal on. But yes, I think I'll spend most of the time on that bridge pickup, to be honest, with the tone bypassed. So moving on to the neck, we've got our vintage radius, so 7.25 with vintage frets. I tend to prefer smaller frets actually. I'm not a huge fan of the big the jumbo type frets. And we have got a little bit of wearing on here. I quite like that it's got the wearing on. You would expect it for a guitar this age, but I do like that it's authentic wear and not relicking. I'm not against relic guitars by any means, but I just like that this one's got a bit of a story. Looking at the wear patterns, yeah, looks like there's a lot of E minor, A minor, and not a whole lot of G, C or D going on. So a fairly moody guy by all accounts. And then we've got a little bit at the top end here, so cowboy chords, and then like Steve Vai territory at the dusty end really. But yeah, a slightly thinner neck than you might expect for a 50 spec guitar. But again, that's something I prefer over the chunkier necks. And then we've got the vintage style tuners at the top. So moving on to what made me pick up this guitar. This video is in some ways a follow-up to a video I did last year with a 62 reissue Telecaster Custom, again made in Japan. And in that video I said I was going to be tinkering around with it and trying some mods. And to be honest, I never actually got around to it with the album release and stuff. It had been a very busy year, and this popped up on Reverb a few months after. And I had been eyeing it up because I've been after an Esquire for a long time. I've always thought they were cool guitars, so I actually ended up selling the 62 reissue along with a couple of the other guitars to take the plunge on this, and I'm really happy with it. I am trying to slim my guitar collection down at the moment. Ideally I'd like to get down to about 6 or 7, but we'll see on that. But yeah, so trading in 3 good guitars for 1 very good guitar I feel is always a good move, so I'm really happy I went for it. I've certainly had a lot of use out of it so far, and it'll definitely be featured on a lot of recordings and videos to come. If you haven't got any questions though, let me know in the comments section. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please do click like and subscribe. It really helps out the overall performance of the videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.